Hello you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alli for those of you that are new here. And in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a updated warehouse tour. I'll be walking through and showing you guys what it's looking like and showing you how I fixed this space up so far. But before I get into that, I definitely want to sit down and talk with you guys and just kind of be 100% real with you. Okay, so that last video that you guys saw, I was like literally jumping for joy. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get started. And I was just so optimistic, you know, like I was feeling good and so happy, like on cloud nine. So, like 2 days after that video, the reality of everything here in this warehouse started hitting me and a lot of stuff started going wrong. So when I got here, you know, the days after the video that I posted, I realized that there were some things about the space that I really didn't like. When you get a space this big, it's kind of like buying a new car. It's like you take a look at it the best you can, you think you know what to expect, but you never really truly know how it is until you're like driving the car and you have it in your possession. So that's kind of what happened here. So the first thing that went wrong is none of the heating worked. And to remind you guys, I'm in Reno, Nevada right now. It gets so freaking cold at night and in the mornings. It's been like in the 20s and like in the mornings and nights. And so I got here and the heating wasn't working. That was really discouraging. I was working like the freezing cold. It was not making me very happy. And then I also noticed that the lighting was horrible, like horrible in this showroom, horrible in my office, horrible in the warehouse. And the paint was like dark green. It was a little splotchy and everything was just like nasty. And it just like all hit me at once. I went into the warehouse, these huge lights like were circulating off. And then when they were working, there was a really loud buzzing noise because they're old school sodium halide lights. They're really obnoxious to work under all day because after like 3 hours, you just cannot stand the buzzing anymore. And I had my little table set up in the warehouse and I was like, oh my God, like I am not gonna be able to do this for 3 years. Like I don't wanna work in a warehouse where there's no windows. That's another thing I didn't realize is like how it would really be to work inside a warehouse with horrible buzzing lighting. So all of this stuff, it may not seem like a big deal to you guys, but it was just like, it kind of made this environment that I really didn't like. And I was like, oh, like I'm not really excited about this. And this is like becoming really discouraging to me. And it's, you know, I'm thinking of all these things that I need to do to fix up the space. And so when the heating wasn't working and the lighting wasn't working, I called my landlord and I was like, okay, I'm not really gonna freak out about this because I know that they're gonna fix it because I just moved in, right? And so I called the property management company and I was like, hey, lighting's not working, heating's not working. And basically they said that I was on my own because we did a walkthrough and everything was working when we did the walkthrough. And I told them, I was like, no, like that was only 2 days ago. Come on, like let's do the right human thing here and make sure that you're delivering a space that is properly working like it's supposed to be. And so they said that there was absolutely no way they would do anything about the lighting because the lights automatically circulate off when they get too hot. That's just how old school sodium halide lights work, which I didn't know. And so I was bummed about that. And then they came out here and they ended up fixing the heater. So they had to come 2 or 3 times before it was fully working. You always have to like really push and make sure that you get what you want with a space because the landlord is always gonna try to do the bare minimum, especially when it's a landlord like mine that lives out of state. So they fixed the heating and I could kind of hear that it was working, but it wasn't coming out of the vents. And we learned that the vents on the ceiling hadn't been changed in a really long time. And so I was really excited to have those changed. And once that was, you know, fixed, I started feeling the heat circulating a lot more and things got a lot better. But if those filters hadn't been changed on the roof, there's a good chance that it would have broke the HVAC system here, which is the heating and cooling system. And in the lease, I am responsible for that. And those systems literally start like at $10,000 and on for a space this big. So I was tripping out, as you can imagine. But I kind of had like a mental breakdown because everything was going wrong and I was just realizing like how much work it was gonna take to make this space be okay. And I was like literally just bawling, crying. Like I didn't even want to like get out of bed one day because I was like, I just don't want to go to the warehouse. Like it's not what I thought it was. And I was just like letting my head get to me, I guess. I don't know. But you know, I kind of had like my few days where I like cried and pouted and was freaking out. I was so anxious inside that I like literally felt sick, couldn't eat. So after I got over my whole little like mental breakdown, I picked myself back up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fix this. So we got the heating fixed. I had Dylan come in here, we bought paint together, and him and his father painted my whole space for me. I'll insert a clip here of kind of like what it looked like before. And so that made a huge difference. I'll show you guys the after in a second. We also replaced the overhead lights. I'll pick you guys up here and just kind of start showing. But we replaced all of these little lights that I didn't realize, but they had put in like really weak wattage lights. And so, oh my God, I don't know if you can really see, but it just makes the space so much brighter. And as you can see, the paint definitely makes the space so much more enjoyable to be in and so much brighter. It was a lot of money to paint these 2 rooms. It was like $400 just for the paint alone. So I have this big white box here, and I have items coming here to make this room a little more efficient. I got these tables today. I guess we're getting into like the tour part of it. But I got these tables today from Walmart. They're just 8-foot long folding tables. I have all of my stuff here. So I have like my poly mailer bags, and then I have, you know, just like a blank space. I don't really know how I'm gonna lay everything out yet, but I'm just figuring it out. And this space is such a mess right now, so don't judge me. Like these next few weeks, all that I'm gonna be working on is getting my systems in place so that it'll be really easy to have the girls come in and, you know where everything's at. But this is what it looks like right now. I just got in a bunch of new items and I figured out a different skewing system. I made a video back in the day called like how to organize your online boutique, and I have learned so much since then. So I definitely want to show you guys how I organize my clothes now. It's like invaluable information. It's taken me so long to figure that out. But can we just appreciate the white walls in here, you guys? I have my little backdrop set up with these little dresses. Oh, another thing is that a big reason why I was tripping out is because while everything was going wrong, sales weren't really like as great as they were because I wasn't, you know, like pumping pictures on Instagram and promoting my products. And I just wasn't even in the mood. I was so sad. So that was really hard because sales really do dictate my happiness, which is something I need to work on. It sucks so bad to like have that be a part of, you know, your happiness, but it is what it is. Like if sales aren't good, I'm not happy. But you know, I posted, I picked myself back up after my little pity party, and you know, everything is back to normal. So we're doing good, you guys. All right, so in this room, I went and bought a little microwave and a refrigerator. Can you guys just see the difference that the white paint makes? It's so gross. Me and Dylan are gonna paint these rooms tonight. This room I still don't have anything in. Okay, so here's the warehouse. This is what I have set up so far. I barely have any inventory right now. This is like nothing. And again, everything's a mess. Don't judge me because I'm gonna be cleaning it up and organizing it. But I kind of have it in like a U shape right now. And then, nice stained walls. And then I have all of my shoes. We go heavy on the shoes online because I don't know why, but people love buying our shoes. So I have the shoes lined up here. Every single shoe is labeled with a name and alphabetized from A to Z. All right, so that is what the warehouse is looking like right now. As you can see, it's a work in progress, but over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be working on organization, making sure everything has a label, making sure everything has a process, and just making this like a well-oiled machine as much as I possibly can. And that's the video. If you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, say hi to me down below. Okay, and side note, I just wanna say thank you so much for being so sweet to me, you guys. In the last video, you guys left such sweet comments and you guys were so happy for me, and it just like truly warmed my heart. When I was having my little mental breakdown, like crying in bed, I was like scrolling through the YouTube comments, reading all the nice things and like words of encouragement that you guys have to say. And it just really made me feel so much better. It makes me want to cry, but it was so sweet, you guys. Thank you so much. Like, I don't deserve you guys. So thanks for being supportive and always watching my videos. And I hope you guys join me for the next video, and I'll talk to you soon.